population indicates that Muslims are 1.6 billion. Muslim for you say 1.6 billion. And the Pew Center in Cincinnati, United States, responsible for population studies, that center has predicted that in 20-30 years' time, Muslims will constitute almost 1/3 of the world population. Osim fie desa aduonu anadiasa entemono enkramofo wuche wiase population mo a ebeye miensa.
Ni yelekenya no beni America beni me abis kanimo aku ni tuwani eha ana ali age ke aside ni wo ba bo ti 2030 ni ye dedi aku ta ka na musu ye kaja
my prayer is that the global religious community that is very close to us is a Christian community. And they are insisting on one man, one wife. And I pray that they even make it one man, half woman. When they do that, the population will never grow. The one man, one wife, and they will insist on one man, one wife, 2 children. Huh? So the population is depleting, reducing in numbers, while ours is exploding. Even in countries where they have been able to inject some strategies in hospitals to inject our women to reduce the number of Muslims, even those places, the numbers are just overgrowing. Nyankopa Roma nkamofoye billion bako any 600 million million ahansia Pew Center do America and by 20-30 years time nkamofo chewiase mu yensa ye befa bako. And in our case, we are not asking for a non-qualitative group of people. When Islam talks of our numbers increasing, Islam is also talking of qualitative increase of the number. Not that we are going to give birth to stupid people and hobble the voice. People who are riffraffs, they don't even know their left and right. They have no focus. They have no vision. We don't that kind of population. We want the population that is qualitative, that has vision, that has plan, and can effect positive change in society. That is what we are looking for. Yeah, but don't almost mean for so. Nyansa be any mu. Almost am kwasi asem ko na omo ye. Dabi. Ye pedomo e ho te. Nyansa wom adwene.
We akunta mu boni acho. Ye bia na be won wo ya hie. Ye bia na won ye ye lo to ka ji Islam to be chi mo. Je be chi mo keke chi be ni ye ka chi ka ba ne aba to bi da susu ni aba wo ya hie.
So Ramadan is living. And just like the account in Quran chapter 2, verse 133, relating to Sayyidina Yaqub. Assembly the Quran, nitimienu, enyinu oha abiasanyansa. Efa Sayyidina Yaqub.
Ni yabia na Quran yito enyo emida niji oha mai etaka ete enyemi yemo.
So Allah poses the question, Am kuntum shuhada if hardara Yaqub maut? Were you present when death visited Sayyidina Yaqub? Now Abra Sayyidina Yaqub Uramu.
Yami ni Sayyidina Yaqub ashi ebuwe abisa ni ye.
If qala li banihi, when he asks his children, Obusam must say, Arabs, they have a particular linguistic form of delivery. That is, the way you speak will tell us that this was what he wanted to say. Sayyidina Yaqub had seen through Allah's power that he was about to leave. And he asked the children, "Ma ta'buduna min ba'di?" What are you going to worship after me? Again, I'm over some element. If Yaqub had material possessions, he was not concerned about those material possessions. Yaqub saw a japadia, and he won't hear no cry. When he was concerned about was the religious direction of his children. Obewu no busale mase na mo be so hwan
ni everyday so jebo sinidi isamikra ti mo ebelese woni ababaja manchofile lojinoni isamibio. We
shouldn't forget the greatest asset, property of the surface of the earth is deep faith in Allah. Abraham ajapadi asombo ani dide e wo nyame mu.
Jesu hina niye loti ni niji agbo kana gbomo adisa di lu ko ba na de mo ke yeli ni mi ko de ma so fele.
After faith, everything will pass away. Gideon through her, the beer
the ko tie me mo ke yeli kekejebe no fe no na iya.
So Sayyidina Yaqub was concerned about their iman. How is your iman going to be after me? Are you going to go back to idol worshiping? Or what are you going to do with your lives? I say that. Na chino mo basuma bosom na diempen na mo de mabrabo ebeye.
Ewo esa meji mo ne ewo ye ngele se ani le kan be na mi ye jama chofile fridi kati mi ko mi be ani ye ba ku se ye ajawo eko alu.
And listen to the response of the children. Yentie bia ne manakan.
What only a dear
today, one of the biggest problems of our time as Muslims is when our children veer away from Islam and abandon their religion and instantly becoming our enemies in our own homes. Ade ya kuma seye eye esu ene se kremoni wotin kwam wonwuye no wo ba ya wotamfo wo fie.
Inoniji saneniti fiusitemo agbo kẹwọn mọniji muslim ó yẹ wàlámi ògbógbò ó fẹ́ pátálọ ó bí abẹ́kọ̀ ajá mọniji islam abẹ́bà tó mọ orí yẹn lọ ṣùgbọ́n náà tí mo ní òlò.
And I don't blame the children. I blame ourselves because we don't plant the religion in their hearts as they are growing. You go to some homes, television is 24/7. And you watch what is being shown on television. It is sexual promiscuity. How to have a girlfriend and a boyfriend. That is what is on television. Your money, television. Television, the Arabs, they call it silahun. They say that it has two sides. It can be harmful and it can be useful. Instead of slaughtering in Islamic lectures and Islamic films, the good ones, your children is sitting behind the set 24/7, watching Nigerian films, watching American films, watching Bollywood films, that is India, and then Hollywood, America. These people, they are a bunch of recalcitrant human beings. They have nothing to offer humanity except filth and death. And Professor Ahmed did that. May Allah have mercy on him, says that whatever the person hears translates into character. They are Quran about China. I mean the baby Suban.
ni na kanji kwani woni enye loto e je kweti de kuma kweti otie me ko me ahia tv foni ne efe no ni bekata ye di no ni les mo ni fo e kakati e abala na kanyi e chapi obeka su the enemy and medida e domono de gbe e ke no ni beta ba nu e no di no ni ton bi ke su ba no e wo kaji bi mo ko meje wona ni gbe ke ko ke ti mi ati e ya ke bi mo fulu ke gba ni ira ko mo.
Said na Jacob had trained his children well. Said na Jacob watete ne mano.
She kaji mo pa said na Jacob let us say bi yoruba.
And he was not going to be surprised. The answer he was going to receive. He expected that. Nane mama answer woman de ma enye no wo enye no wa so watete wo.
The afternoon now the chosen moduga the wallet. Bí ẹ̀rọ náà bímọ kẹ̀nà jíìmọ̀ ìbẹ́ẹ̀dì náà fẹ̀fà yìí.
All they said, Omo can say,
Ìgbésẹ̀ bí ẹ̀mí afẹ́.
now Modu 11, we will worship your Lord. Yabasum unyankopon.
Wọ́n bá ń já olùgbọ́lẹ̀ lọ ní ojú owó wọ̀ mí nílẹ̀.
That answer would have been sufficient. Sa answer no nanka eye.
Ṣùgbọ́n náà jíìmọ̀ náà hẹ́ ní akẹ́sẹ̀ náà pẹ́pẹ́ kẹ̀kẹ́ yìí.
But for purposes of emphasis, wọ́n mú pèsè ọmọ papa no na kuma tẹ́lẹ̀ yẹ.
Nínú mẹ́ta wọ̀ náà mẹ́ma ìwé wọn mi wọ́n á fẹ́ ní tẹ́ ètùí ayọ̀ èyí ìwọ́n.
So they added, and of the car.
Ìwọ́n ẹ̀mẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ pátá yìí.
Nye unyankopon ko a. Wa ilaha adaik, wona nanom nyankopon. They are defining it better.
Ni mẹ́ni ẹ̀kọ́.
And their great grandfathers, there were many, so they had to be specific. So they mentioned Ibrahim, Ismail, wa Ishaq. Abraham, Ismail, and Ishaq. Allahu Akbar.
The year take a only me alone to check. I'm a fact that we may never find the for them. The one that challenge you to buy. Otame, alone only me medici. One only Abraham, only Ismail, only Isaac.
The children did not stop there. They wanted to emphasize the kind of love they were going to worship. Their father had taught them the Almighty Allah. So they said, Ilahan Wahidan, the only creator, the only Lord. Not only that, they said, Wanahnu lahu Muslimun, and to him we shall submit. Now you better pray once a day, what a sweet language from wonderful children. Koda papa kasa no hamkwa.
The electron minister yemo the year no kamo in the
in our homes, because some of us are married to ignorant women. When the child is misbehaving and the father wants to straighten him up, the mother will say, oh, Jai, you know, big Jai. When the child grows up, he will stop. Who tells you that? That is a big horse. When the culture will say, Akadawa Nina was a son. Amala.
Baby, what a man woman, Niti, Nita Frate, the more be a photo, yet that more be a put into actually level. Then they were very solid, oh, frankly, a few old now, the Matia Muslim, see, and then, okay, that, get no one know what I get that.
Inshallah, next time I come here, we'll start to deal with child training. In the life of every child, there are two critical periods. And Quran here, and even you know any near power. There is a period called in educational psychology called formative years. That is from day 1 up to 5 years. If you don't plant good foundation here, don't expect anything good from your child. Stretched. It is so Sudan. When you are putting up a building, the foundation has to be strong. Otherwise, the building will collapse. And the foundation of the child is that period. That's why it is called formative years. The years that you form the foundation of the child's character in the future. But that is the time we joke a lot with our children. And for our time, well, only be near home. TV Quran almost near home. Now, modern research has even shown that the behavior of the mother during pregnancy, if she is somebody who watches television a lot, the filthy ones, the child will absorb in the womb when the child has not come outside. So the child will come, what's wrong with power? Now, what is her wine? And some phone are only if you have. Maybe I won't find some you. What is our papa? She had forgotten when she was watching filthy television. She had forgotten.
Not one year for our for 50 years there. If you have enough for the happy for me, the Ashia about a happy edible. The guy at the end I'm a favor for me, walk for 1 year or 2 on. For my phone bill. Except for any Galaya Casemo, when I get here while I walk, Ayakasemo, not a problem I can say Loco. The other one in yellow dragons in the country in your last for them. You have not yet put on me back to jail and put it. But you spring did not in my less for Quemo, but let me catch you away without smoke Quemo, no small neighbor, but I catch you. But spend money about
the most painful part of it is that our children are living in a state of double personality. He goes to Makaranta over the weekend, and the child is taught Qul Allah, which is the key of Tawheed in the Quran. That one and only Allah. He is all powerful, all wise, the Almighty, the Omnipotent. This is what the child has been told. He comes home and he sits behind the television set and is watching a Nigerian film where juju is very rampant and the child is watching. Then Al-Jinni throws something up. Then the child is watching. The impression is that there are some powers somewhere apart from the Almighty. So you have killed the Tawheed of the child. Obako Makaranta, ya train Tawheed say nyame bako pe. Tumi bien wo di say nyame. No abeto na television ho Nigerian film. Na kwasi ampeni bi wabo powder. No de nyame bi gugu nko. Na obi kono ho. Say okopesika. Okope tumi okope na chese wono no so wo tumi o wokubo ba no wa chere ne se tumi foforo bi wo nyame achi
Saliene e won ye ne bona acho hawo agoni kan wo ne wo be bi ayakasi o na be ba pete o mini ewo ya mini wo bona o mọdé ọkẹgbẹkẹntì Makaranta action le fún wa náà ni ejino papa jami ni kẹkẹ ba ibata ti se ni inani anfe ayikaka ye ti di e o ọmọ efikete ko le o ya ni ba na to ko jewe iba jami ni kẹkẹ trasine na boni anfe ni e kẹkẹ ina do ko ko agesi o
Sayyidina Yaqub had done his homework well. The second period in the life of a child is 12 years to 18, the teenage period. Very, very difficult period for parents. Later, we'll talk about that. But in so ed, then my own one quantity may free feel do you do much.
If Yami, me again, a paper can be there, and the trouble, but the Addison, the Della, that can be a year, 20 for my beauty for 4, and we for 4. 20 ways to make a child, and we to make a Yamina, after you might know, Kiabe, after you got a wood. They get a academic person, no, for money, Papa,
so when Ramadan was leaving, Ramadan would have asked us, the 1.6 million Muslims, I'm passing away. What are your lives going to be after me? Ramadan yemi po ba so so mi ko na mabrabo ebeye sen.
In the top ni Ramadan shi owo e wa ta isi wo e fulu. Ke bo mo Addison ni e ba dibo bia no ja no pe ne bia ni ya ne aduba ya ne o pe aluto ba do.
Ramadan speaking, addressing us. I come to visit you so that you be strong in iman, you be strong in character, you get closeness to your creator. Never the sram say ahobaye din e wonyamsumo munyamso be kosoro na modeli na me
ni bi ba ye sramo bona fe ne kama jo fele be ko mo ase ti o ye le ko fe na jo fele ni ada ni yende no ni ti e dro ni me fe
Ramadan speaking, don't forget the definition of at-taqwa by Imam Ali bin Abi Talib. Among fi sana Imam Ali bin Abi Talib akrama at-taqwa.
Ni Imam Ali bin Abi Talib ni ebie ni Johnny ni taqwa asisi
Ramadan speaking, allow that definition to be your watchword wherever you are. Masa afutiona Imam Ali bin Abi Talib adama yan fanyam suro hono manana wonanti da biya ubakobia
ni wona de na ni Imam Ali bin Abi Talib ni
Ramadan speaking, don't forget that Imam Ali gave the definition of at-taqwa from 4 dimensions. Imam Ali wachira at-taqwa mu bako enan
in the kind of taqwa the Imam Ali the family
number 1,
don't take care
al-khawfu min al-jalil. Ubenyanyam suro.
Niko bana machofile igei shimo.
Ramadan speaking again, telling us the meaning of that fear of Allah. Ramadan lecture mo wako into wakaya say yire fira wakaya and say Imam Ali definition of nyamso so mbosoro nyame emedikan
ni ye bia ne Ramadan e kayo aka yani ya Imam Ali e biemo ni di ma chopele pe ni si mo do ni kekere.
Ramadan will say, if you have forgotten, let me remind you that the fear of Allah is Allah consciousness. Wherever you are, be conscious of Allah because He's watching you and you are accountable to Him. Say, Nyami, what? Now, the only the answer, that's wrong. Having finished. Now, Ubaba, Hobo, Hubu, Akonta.
One money man to fill a gay shemo, I will manage yɛ wɔ nɔfɛ no fie wɔ mi adaka nɔfɛ no wɔ fie ɔfie wɔ mi fa mi di o ofe lɛ ina wɔ ɔba ya bo akunta wɔtɔ ɔtɔ.
And let me add this to explain the God consciousness well. Na nyame a tem bia ɔbɛka ɔbɛwɔ wadwenem na ɔne nanante ne nkyerɛ aseɛ.
Ma tsofe lɛ ni baa yi obi ni daa eze fi lɛ okele baa yi.
Let me give this story. Ami masa abakɔsɛm.
Eba wie mo fi o ko yɛ kɛkɛ wie mo dɛ.
Umar ibn Khattab radiyallahu anhu was on an errand, and he met a boy of 14 years taking care of a flock of sheep. Umar kɔtɔ akwadaa wadi 14 years ɔhwɛ nyan so.
Beko lɛ ɔman kɔlɔ kata enyɛ eyana eyana gbɛdɔ ko ni na afi nyuma kɛ ebe ni nkɔtɔ yi ano.
Then Umar asked him, is the owner aware of the number of sheep under your control? Then the boy said no. Umar Busani said, "Enyanyi niura wunimano."
Ni yabia na ni Umar tabbike do mo ni bile. Ani ne mo ni opo eto ile no o ha le eto e ana kule ikeda.
Then Umar said, "Let's do business to the blind side of the owner. He will not see us. So you give me a number of sheep, very cheap price. I will pay you. You pocket the money, and I will go away with a number of sheep." Was it Tony Mwani be mami? Ni ura woni. On kaya ho aha. Oh no. To the Tom Mwani be mami. Na mi ntie sika ketewa bi mam. Adefode. Na wo fa sika no. Na nso me mfa mmoa no nkɔ.
Ni ne kele na kan ni se bɔɔlu hanu wɔtu ni hanu ayɛ jala wɔjala yɛ ni wɔ b'a yɛ di bene to eko na o hami jala ni yɛ sitɔ ma he kɛyi pe yɛ ma ha go sika òun na ka sika kaka gbogbo ye tɔnko kotoku mi ni òun o kɛ sa odidi a ni mi olu yɛ ayɛ.
Today, even if the thing is in your pocket and the person has microscope to know what is there, he will find every means to take the money. This boy, free chop, listening to the wonderful words from him. He said, "Ya Amir al-Mu'minin, if the owner of the sheep is not seeing us and the deal we are going to make, the creator of the universe is watching us." Akwana ketewa 14 years wakachira Umar sɛ ɛmɔwura no ohia ne a nyame ɔbɔ soro ne asase na ne si
Ni jamani ben Umar bie na kaite kekere kera ke Amir Mu'minin oye sikaji note ni ji to ne anote enya mi aka ni to eko mi na ko mi yesika ni bo mi ko to ku mi ko tete di eje ma to pele ni ko wo ekesiko ena no ko tu le di ene.
As if the boy was quoting a verse from the Quran for Umar. يَعْلَمُ خَائِنَةَ الْأَعْيُنِ وَمَا تُخْفِي الصُّدُورُ. That Allah knows everything that we see and what is behind the eyes. What is behind the eyes? The Mufassirin will tell us what is behind the eyes is what you are yet to see. You do not know that you will see that thing, but Allah knows. Nyankopɔ sɛ deɛ hunu bia no ɔno anim ɛna deɛ wɔwɔ ani wɔ akyi nso ɔnim na deɛ na wɔwɔ ani wɔ akyi deɛ kyena wobɛhunu akyina akyi kɔsi tam a wobɛwuo ne nyina nyame nim wo nso wonnim.
Ɛwɔ yɛdeɛ nɛ ni ɔkɛ tɔmɔ ɔma bɛyɛ ekele wie sami ko yɛ Qur'an nɛ ni yɛdeɛ nɛ ekɛma sɔfilɛ ɛna nɔni wɔna ni nɔni yɛ ɔwɔ ni gbɛsɛ ɛhu ina ni yɛdeɛ nɛ na bia kɛse ni yɛ ɔwɔ ni gbɛsɛ ekɛ nɔni ofe ko yi to akɛ ɔba na sɔfilɛ ni akɛse beeku baayɛ ɔba na.
Dimension number 2, Ramadan speaking. وَالتَّصْدِيقُ بِالتَّنْزِيلِ. Don't forget that Ali told you that the second dimension of piety, at-taqwa, is to believe in the revelation of the Almighty. And that is important because if an engineer manufactures a car, he gives the car a manual. So when Allah created us, he gave us a manual that will act as a guide for our lives. And that is the book, Al-Quran. So read it, reflect upon it, understand it, apply it to your life, and then share it with other people. The Ramadan is here for say, Nyankopo book no, yen kan, yen wena ho, yen tiasia, yen fa ntiasia ne nya dwuma, na amanfo aka nso wo mu nim so no, yen to asem no ma wo.
Ni ya bia na ye woni di enodi, ni wo ba he ngale wo fe bi wo ye. Ni ya bia na ni monye ni lo ke ni wo ba kan ni wo ba kan ni e yo o manye ye wo shi la mi, ni wo ko ba tuli ni da sa wo.
Number 3, وَالرِّضَى بِالْقَلِيلِ. To be content with the little that you have. See, the apostle answer, the media mobia morning so.
The knowledge is there. But when man to feel it feel and he put here as a problem to feel.
This brings into focus a saying of Ibn Taymiyyah that the richest man on earth, the richest human being on earth, is the one who is satisfied with what Allah has given him or her. Ibn Taymiyyah says, "Sikani, do you sikani? Pa, any dia nyame dia mani biya na ni so."
Ni ya biya na ni Ibn Taymiyyah oye, de ga mo ni ti aje, we je na ni ti mo ni yo ni ma to fele e ti agale na kan go bobo e ni so e kan ni.
Ramadan still reminding us dimension number 4, that is the last one. وَالْإِسْتِعْدَادِ لِلرَّحِيلِ. Prepare yourself for a journey ahead of you. Wow, na kwantu bi da hono.
Ni ya biya na no ni di eje ni di na bi aka ka shi. Example can have people here.
This brings into focus again the work of the Messenger of Allah. One day he drew a circle on a blackboard and put a big dot in the middle, small dots around the big dot, and drew an arrow from the big dot in the middle beyond the circumference of the circle. Then he asked the Sahaba, and they said, Wallahu wa rasuluhu a'lam. Then the Prophet said, the circle is the world. The big dot is the human being. The small dots are the different means through which human beings will die. And then the arrow from the dot in the middle, beyond the circumference, means that there is life after death. Kumshini, wani sahaba kono hono draw circle say, no the dot is fifi, no dot nkete wo ho. And our draw arrow at the track circle. No busa sahaba kono, edi ni. Omse nkomshini ni nyankopon ni. Nkomshini chiro mu say, circle ni ye wiase. Big dot ni ye nipa. Dot nkete no. Eye akahoro bebera nipa faso wuo. Na arrow no so a efiri dot kese no etra circle kire se ewuachi abrabo. And the best place you can construct the house that you and I will sleep in is here. This is the only opportunity we have. We don't have any second opportunity. Now,
When I Banoka is a young and Nika ceremony, ni a draw, no, board there, the popular, they can talk, Mate, for Nìkan kọ́ náà dídí yẹ nìkan sẹ́kù náà ní èsì náà yìí. Ní ìtọ́ òkàlíbo nítọ́ jẹ nàkàntí ọ̀sẹ̀ yẹ jẹ yà sẹ́kù yẹ ẹsẹ̀. Èdí ìsẹ̀lẹ̀ lọ àkàtì nọ́ọ̀lì ìkẹyẹ ìǹfẹ̀ yẹ bọ̀ ọ̀sẹ̀ lọ bẹ bá ń yẹ sọ níbi. Àbẹ̀kẹ́ máa ń sọ fẹ́lẹ̀ kẹ ìgbàlọ́ ọ̀gbẹ́ ìdìbò yìí. Ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní ìfẹ́ yẹ ṣoṣo yìí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ọ̀nà nìkan dọ̀tí náà èdè gbọmọ àdìsàn. Nọ́ọ̀kúnrọ̀ ní yọ̀ ọ̀hẹ́ èdè gbọmọ àdìsàn jẹ́lẹ̀mì ní gbọmọ àdìsàn báyìí. Bíbí yẹn ní yọ̀ ọ̀hẹ́ fẹ́ẹ́ gbẹ̀dìgbẹ̀ sọ̀tì ní gbọmọ àdìsàn bá tún lọ èkè bá gbó èkè bá ṣí jẹ́lẹ̀mì. Kẹ́ ṣí jẹ́lẹ̀mì èkúrọ́sì sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lẹ kẹ́ẹ̀tì ìṣẹ́ wàlà lẹ́jọ́ nìkan.
Ramadan will give a final caution that Muslims be careful with your lives, because you have 3 traps and you don't know where you are going to fall. You don't know when you are going to die. You don't know how you are going to die. You don't know where you are going to die. Ramadan bɛma yɛ fotuo tɔpɔ sɛ wɔhwɛ yio mama wa motiri mu nyam do wonim bra wo bɛwuo wonim baabi a wobɛwuo ɛna kwana bɛfa sa wobɛwuo wonnim
Kèyé nílò ìyé wọn nẹ ẹgbẹ́ ìwọ̀n fi àmì ní Ramadan sí ọwọ́ ewu wọn wà ìjà níbi ẹ̀jẹ̀ kò yẹ kẹ̀hán yẹn kọ́nà òjògbà nìmàkà níbi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ekùnmí ẹ̀dí olóògbé ní òkèbàgbó olóògbé ní òbàgbó yìí ní olóògbé ní òbàgbé ní òkèbàgbó mẹ́nà ọtí nùhù kẹ̀dí pẹ́lẹ́ èkó ẹ̀sùkọ̀ yẹn náà mìíràn bí abẹ́ ilé àtẹ̀màgbó nọ akọni ní ìtẹ̀sí ní gbẹgbẹlẹ nàkàràkà kúrò àṣùwọ̀n ìpínlẹ̀ ìlú ẹ̀fọ́ kẹ́dí nàkàràkà tẹ́tẹ́ yìí.
قولوا قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وبعد.
Yàmi ní ọdún ènìyàn lọ́tọ̀wọ̀ bá nàgbélé ìhá wọ̀náwọ̀lé akẹ́ṣe. Ramadan ní àfihàn gbọmọ àdìsàn ní akato níbi Yakubu ní ebi yàmi nínú yẹngẹlì sẹlẹ̀ lámọ̀dé wọn ní ìbàjá. Ìbí Nàìjíríà ìnàmẹ̀kẹ́ ọba ajá olùgbọ́lẹ̀ Abraham nìgbọ́lẹ̀ Isaac nìgbọ́lẹ̀ kẹ́ Ismail nìgbọ́lẹ̀. Ní ngbọ́ níjì lẹ́kẹ́mbẹ̀ẹ́lẹ́ ní wọn lọ wájá. Wọ́n ní ẹ̀yẹ́ lọ kún mi ètè gbẹ́kẹ́jọ́ sí mọ́ wọ́n náà fi mọ́ náà lẹ́kẹ́ mọ́ bọ́ ní àmẹ́bí Yakubu náà lẹ́lẹ́ ìgbà kẹsẹ̀ níbi èèyàn ní sàníwọ́ kọ́lẹ̀ tó gbogbo à. Kẹ̀kẹ́ bíàmì náà fọ́ pé kẹ́ áfí kẹ̀bà sí bíàmì náà áfí kẹ̀ égbà. Yẹ̀mú sẹ́ mímọ́ èèyàn kẹ̀yà gbé nígbà kẹ̀ kàwó rẹ̀ wọ́n kọjá mẹ́kọ̀ọ́ gbogbo à. Yẹ̀mú sẹ́ wọ́náwọ́lé akẹ́ṣẹ́kẹ́jì Ramadan ìṣíwọ̀ bíbí ètè ìkẹ́ṣíọ̀wọ̀. Ẹni wọ̀ bá gbó yẹ kẹ̀bẹ̀ ní wọ̀ bá gbó àni Ramadan tó kú bá àbá nínú wọ̀ èsì lọ́pẹ́lọ ìyàwó. Ẹni wọ̀ ní ẹ̀yẹ lọ́pẹ́ òṣèlè gbẹ́mà tó fi lẹ̀ asùnwọ̀ ìgbóngbò kẹ́ẹ̀tọ̀ wọ̀ fi lẹ̀ wọ́pẹ́ bá.
Please, there is a very important announcement. Give me 2 minutes of your time. Asɛm bi wɔ ha wɔ ehia ɔsɛ mede to mo anim. Right now, the most dangerous challenge facing Muslims is spirituality. Sunsumu asɛm ɛha nkramofoɔ paa sese. Nti mmaa ne mmarima wɔn tumi kɔ asɔfoɔ hɔ sɛ bɔ mpaeɛ ma me. Ne nyinaa ne sɛ, and what is happening now is that we are having a battle with Al-Jinni. Serious battle with Al-Jinni. Al-Jinni possession, magic, evil eye, and then envy. These 4. And the operational figure is Al-Jinni. For the past 14 years, I have been praying and exercising people who have Al-Jinni or any of the rest. In Theodunani, Me bomb fire on the quiet. Now me pese beba bontene. But the people that we prayed for have been putting too much pressure on us. They've been telling me, Sheikh Nuamah, Allah has gifted you with this. A madam can touch somebody for 6 months, 3 months, the thing will not go. But by his grace and power, 6 days, they will run away. And when they go, they don't come back. I realized that a special gift Allah has given to my poor self. So I decided not to take money. So I do it for free. But they said, Sheikh Nuamah, you can die anytime. So this work that Allah has given you,